remember me? Supernanny Jo Frost is back to help struggling parents and tells a desperate Australian mum she's heading down under very soon. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. It's been 8 years since Supernanny Jo Frost became an overnight sensation as she helped struggling families with her no-nonsense approach to parenting. Now, the TV nanny is back to discuss the new series of her hit show, even suggesting she could be bringing her talents down under. Don't be surprised if you see me down there very soon, the 48-year-old told. And I said, be careful what you wish for because it could be happening very soon. In the latest series, the English child care expert shifts her focus to American families traveling the country and imparting her wisdom on a new generation. Despite the 8-year absence, Jo returned with her tried-and-tested formula, focusing on discipline, respect, and accountability. And this time it isn't just toddlers getting trained, with Jo extending her services to families with kids of all ages. It feels wonderful to continue helping families. I never went away. I've always been helping families. But I'm very excited to be back on Supernanny, the brand I started, she told. My style is still very direct and very caring. I nurture a family and support them emotionally through the transition. That certainly hasn't changed, because it's worked for 30 years. An air date for the new series of Supernanny is yet to be confirmed for Australia. The series airs on the Lifetime network in the United States. The series was a big hit when it premiered in the country and is a social media trend that involves posting videos or photos of the process of getting ready for an event or activity. Some kids have filmed themselves getting ready for school, the expert explained. Jo, who's left outraged by the trend, has since issued a warning and urged parents regain control and enjoy the mornings as a bonding time instead. The 54-year-old TV star urged parents to allow their children be children and let the little ones wake with bedhead. Instead of waking up to a camera set up ready to film content, or allowing, Jo said kids need hugs, a warm smile, a morning kiss. Let children embrace your positive energy before you all go your separate ways for 8 hours. Nobody wants grandiose children. Do you really understand what you are breeding here in your? The message left social media users totally divided, as some didn't see a problem with child bloggers. However, others agreed and even demanded the return of Supernanny. One Instagram fan said, "Yes. Thank you, Jo. Imagine the damage of growing up with a camera constantly in your face." Another penned, "I think one picture to capture the first day is fine, and not what Jo is talking about." A fourth asked, "Do you think shaming them on social media helps? You've seen her as Supernanny. You've seen her take on some tough cases, and now you'll see her in another role." Supernanny Jo Frost has been known to take on some pretty tough cookies. Now, Jo is sharing her expertise with parents of infants in her latest book. I've been a nanny and in child care for over 20 years. I started out looking after newborn babies, so, to me, it became very organic to bring to the America audience my knowledge in baby care and to really set a standard of how we become confident parents from the beginning. It means a parent who is able to make decisions, and in doing so, remain consistent, follow through, and see results. That brings an enormous amount of confidence in a parent in knowing that up until now, they've done a good job. Jo helps parents navigate the maze of decisions they'll face, bottle or breastfeeding, what stroller to buy, will mom go back to work or stay home? Whatever the question, Jo believes mom and dad need to talk about it together. Really wanted to be able to give in this book the options for parents so they could make the decisions themselves. I want to encourage parents to keep talking, and certainly there are parents who are on their own and raising infants single-handedly. It is important to talk about reaching out to your extended family and your friends, and feeling okay to reach out. It's okay for moms to want a break and to do that so that she's not feeling guilty because she decided to sleep for afternoon and put herself first. The baby needs you to be healthy so that you can give all it needs and be ready for the demands of a newborn. By doing as much as he possibly can. The dad of today in the 21st century absolutely loves it. There are dads that are taking paternal leave and absolutely making sure that they have time off for when the newborn has arrived. It's important to make those conscious decisions. How am I going to get more involved? What can I actually do? Well, you're also anxious and so nervous about holding your baby that's so tiny that you continue to dote and stare at it for hours. You're so in love with your newborn. In her show, Supernanny, Jo stresses the importance of routines. She says the same holds true for your infant. Routine puts into place organization, and it really creates good time management, and it allows us to put other things into place and to manage so you are not so overwhelmed by meeting needs and demands of the newborn. It also helps you do the daily things that you need to do during the day. Jo recognizes that even the most loving parent can lose their temper with an inconsolable baby. That's why she talks candidly about shaken baby syndrome and what to do before it happens. The importance is to eliminate why your baby is crying first and foremost. Does the baby need a diaper change? Do I need to feed the baby? And when it's not that case and you've checked everything off and realize the baby's still crying and are beginning to overboil, place the baby down in their crib and walk away. Take a breather for 5 minutes and know then that you can compose yourself and you can go back and pick up the baby and then start again. One thing is certain about this journey called parenthood: you never stop learning. As soon as one thing comes up, you think, I've got that, and as soon as you figure that out, something else comes along. Now what do? The more knowledge you have, the more you're going to empower yourself as a parent to make those decisions that are for the better for you as parents and for your newborn, and enjoy that experience. Shutdown has enabled Supernanny star Jo Frost to shift into high gear, off camera, to help parents cope with the virus and its impact on their family dynamics. Went off the charts, with parents seeking parenting advice, she says. That first stage was pandemonium and everybody panicked, which is typical for all of us, Frost tells the Post. Parents were having what I'd call pandemic challenges along the lines of homeschooling and creating healthy boundaries for. As parents and kids start to settle into the new school term, Jo Frost, known iconically as Supernanny, has issued a warning to mums and dads after a new back-to-school trend has emerged online. The trend involves parents filming their children's morning routines before school and sharing the videos online, with some featuring children as young as 7. In a fiery outburst on Instagram, Jo slammed the practice, emphasizing that mornings should be a time for. She continued, criticizing the reliance on technology in the mornings, which she views as leading to bad habits and disorganized starts to the day. It is bad enough seeing how many parents are dependent on iPads and screens in the morning as babysitters, turning into bad habits and chaotic mornings. But please, now this? The British TV star, seemingly trying to raise awareness for her serious condition, explained, "Absolute millions of my community around the world, children and adults, live cautiously and anxiously navigating this journey with not nearly enough compassion, education, and empathy from those who do not." Frost continued, "If you ignore the severity of this medical condition, it's as bad as shoving a loaded gun in my face. It triggers the immune system to release a large amount of chemicals, which can lead the body to go into shock. This causes a sudden drop in blood pressure and narrowing of the airways, making it difficult to breathe. Signs and symptoms of anaphylaxis include a rapid, weak pulse, skin rash, nausea, and vomiting." Frost, 55, further discussed how having anaphylaxis affects her daily and how activities others take for granted, like eating out at restaurants, can be stressful for her. "But it does impact how I live my life daily, like the precautions I take, the energy I have to use to discern with hypervigilance," she explained before clarifying that she isn't looking to receive any special treatment and just wants to get the same dignity and attentiveness as her fans. "I just showed others." The parenting expert asked people to educate themselves on the condition, as she's tired of the mumbling insults from ignorant individuals. In her caption, she penned, "Will you champion for us? We need your compassion and empathy to understand more." She also linked to resources for those interested in learning more. In the comment section of her video, users praised her for using her platform to bring light to anaphylaxis. Frost is best known for her role as the star of the hit reality series Supernanny, which first aired in the UK in 2004 and later had an American, which can occur within seconds to minutes of exposure to an allergen, according to the Mayo Clinic. Anaphylaxis causes the immune system to release a flood of chemicals that can cause you to go into shock. Blood pressure drops suddenly, and the airways narrow, blocking breathing. Triggers vary, but more commonly include foods, medications, insect venom, and latex. Noted that millions of people around the world, including both children and adults, live cautiously and anxiously navigating this journey with not nearly enough compassion, education, and empathy from those who do not.